dust with a dark center of energy, advancing on them at incredible speed, while from out the dust a faint poop-poop wailed like an uneasy animal in pain.
The Wind in the Willows is just one of the thousands of titles that the Volunteers of Vacaville have recorded for the blind. Since 1960, this nonprofit association of inmates has served blind individuals all over the U.S. and Europe, with their clients numbering over 2,000. Newspapers, magazines, billing slips, and catalogs all are transcribed free of charge. Because the inmates also operate a book club, the demand for multiple copies is very great. To handle the load, these high-speed duplicators are employed. This hardware can make 6 copies of a 3-hour tape in just 5 minutes. The Volunteers of Vacaville also pride themselves in the fact that they operate the largest Brailler repair service on the West Coast. For just $10, they'll perform general service and maintenance on the machines, which on the outside could cost 8 times as much. There are dozens of inmates who have donated thousands of hours in the recording booth. The day we visited, mass murderer Ed Kemper, who is serving a life sentence for 8 murders in the highly publicized Santa Cruz slayings, was transcribing Star Wars.
Reaching for the internal controls, 3PO was shocked. "Behave yourself, R2," he finally chastised his companion. "You're going to get us into trouble."
Basically, what sort of experience and what have you gotten out of this whole program?
Well, I've learned that from the needs of the people that send us requests for reading, if I read what's put in front of me, if I read what's needed for those clients, I'm being exposed to materials that I wouldn't have chosen for myself, a much wider base of experience in print and in pictures that I think enriches my life. It gives it a lot more meaning.
What have been your favorite readings?
Sometimes children's books, more complex children's books like White's Charlotte's Web, Stuart Little, Trumpet of the Swan, which were amazingly complex and before their time, all the way up through some high school, college text references and some professional references that have kept me on my toes, so to speak, and I think stretched my my comprehension levels.
Have you personally gotten any feedback from any
Yes,
clients?
I have. Some very satisfying comments from clients, and the more work someone like myself puts into that work for the student, or the professional person, or the entertainment reading person, the more that enriches their lives, the more it enables that person to do something with their potential. And that has been conveyed where we've done that successfully, and that's very, very satisfying.
A short while later, it was tedious legalese from a Georgia state law book. All of this requires a great deal of booth time by the readers.
Showed no sign of returning.
Now, just to give you a point of reference, this is Stephen King's best-selling novel, The Dead Zone. This is also Stephen King's novel, The Dead Zone. There are 15 hours of tape here, which represents about 30 man-hours.
As coordinator of the program, John Sklut recognizes the importance to inmates as well as clients.
There isn't very many places in the CDC program where somebody can do this type of work, to do something to help somebody else. And I think that's probably the most biggest gift that we get out of working here, is knowing that the services are needed and the people appreciate it. On a regular basis per week, we probably average anywhere from 40 to 50 letters. And in every single one of those letters we get back, it's constant praise. Quality control is the most important thing here. We like to please our clients, and we like to give them the best we possibly can, not second best just because we are convicts.
Stay tuned. We'll have more live from Vacaville right after this.